Hey ladies and gentlemen, today on James's DIY project channel, we are going to make a knife sharpening guide. As you can see, give me a second, I'll zoom in, but I've already got a few cut and designed. Okay, so first things first, you need to measure the size of what you want to cut for your sharpener. So I've got a piece of scrap angle iron here, and noticing it's angle iron that I use. So I want 10 1/4 inches. So what I do is I go and I mark 10 1/4 inches on the angle iron. Then I use one of my tees to square it up. As you see, bringing it in. Give me a second, like the lid on back here. Bringing it up. You can see I put the mark right there. That's 10 1/4 inches. So after you're done marking, you gotta cut this line right here, which I'll bring up and show you. This line right here indicates where the thickness of the angle iron ends. Okay? So I want to put the markings, which are right here, done by a center punch, 3/4 of an inch up from the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to use my T, set it to 3/4 of an inch. And then go and mark. So there you go, lines marked. This one I'm going to put it up a little higher than the other ones. These ones I've done at 1/2 inch, just to correct myself. But this one's going to be done for daggers and hunting daggers and pocket knives, so that's why I need to have it raised up a little higher. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a side, preferably not the one that's got the weld on it. I have to get that grounded off. And I'm going to go in an inch to start marking. So, as you can see, with the black felt pen, I've gone and I've drawn the marks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my T and draw a line, and then center punch to mark them. as you can see, I've gone and drawn the marks going down, so I know where to center punch. Now I'm going to go grab my center punch and start punching the holes. You want to make sure your tip has got a point. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's got a nice little sharp point on it. And then I'm going to need a hammer. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here, find center, and punch in the holes. Punch the center holes. Punch the center punch in. You notice I'm doing 3 hits just to make sure I get a deep penetration on the metal. I'll bring it over and show you guys right here. If you look, you can see all the holes that I've punched in using the center punch. They might just be off a little bit, but that's okay. It's going to work. I'm also going to put magnets on the back of this to help magnetize the blades while I'm sharpening them. So, as you can see on this one, it's marked 2. So that gives me 2 to drill. After I'm done drilling, I haven't done this one yet, I still gotta drill it. But if you notice, you will see that I've shined both sides up so that it'll run smoothly across the base of my grinder, my belt grinder. Also, I'm gonna hit this with a wire brush just to clean it up a bit. Okay, so I'm at my drill press right now, and you can see I've got on a piece of 4x4 so that when I penetrate the metal, I don't dig into my milling machine connection for my drill press. I also recommend using oil, even though it's going to be a quick thing, because that way the blades don't overheat and dull out. So there's the oil. Put that over there. Turning my drill press on. So as you saw, I just penetrated the metal fully. I have grounds that I'm going to wipe off and then show you guys a picture of. or I mean a clip of. There we go. You can see the hole I drilled in, and this is a pilot hole because I'm going to be putting in number 8 3/4 inch self-tapping bolts in to use as a knife guide on the knife sharpening guide. So I'm going to go back and finish drilling these, and then I'll talk to you guys in a couple minutes. Hey guys, back again, finishing up the knife sharpening guide. If you take a look at this, you will see I've already marked. See those little T's? That's to mark the center hole that I need to drill for my guide screw. So we're going to mark it on here. I have this set at 3/4 of an inch, and we're going to do it from both sides. As you can see, I just marked it, and on the T's is the 3/4 of an inch mark. Okay, and the reason I have the mark set at 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch is because I will be putting M10 screws in 1.25 as my guide screws. So now I'm going to tap them and then go drill them. So I got my tap, my center punch right here, and my hammer. See if the coffee moves so I don't spill it. And then it's just find the center and there we go. And you can see, I don't know, see if you can see it, but I've tapped, or I've center punched the middle. So I'm going to go do this one, and then I'm going to go to my drill press. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I've got my knife sharpening guide put on a piece of wood because I'm going to drill my guide screw holes. I'm going to use my small drill bit to drill a guide hole in for my 8mm threading drill bit. So let me put some oil on here so I don't dull my drill bit, and drill these holes. Okay, as you saw there, my drill tip was bending a little bit, so I was off center. But that's basically how you just drill the pilot hole for the 8mm drill bit for threading. So I'm just going to do the next side and then we'll get the threading. Hey guys, back again, ready to start tapping the holes that I've drilled. If you look here, you'll see I went and I bought a tap and die set from Princess Auto that comes with the drill bits. Let's get a little closer so you can see. So you got your tap, and then you got your drills, and your die. So, and like I said, you can buy this at Princess Auto or any home hardware store, mostly. So what I do is the bolt I have is a 10M bolt. So according to this, a 10mm is or dies, filters, hammers, taps. 1.25mm tap and die. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need an 8mm drill bit for this. So let's just put this over here for now. Let's go and get an 8mm drill bit. It's a 19. This is an M8. Is this a 10 mil? Is this a 10 mil I have in here? Yeah, this is an M10 1.5. So this is an M10 1.5 tap set right here. Which means that this will be the drill bit size that I need to go and drill my tapped holes with. So I'm going to go over to my drill press and start doing this. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so I just figured out I need to go and get a bigger drill bit to do a pilot hole with. So I'm just going to drill this one right now. This is the bigger drill bit for my pilot hole. There we go. Now I just need to throw a little oil on it. And then I'll get into drilling the 8mm hole. See if that smoke coming up means the blade's getting hot. I made an error, so if I didn't cost myself a blade. There we go. I just drilled it through. So I'm going to clean it up and then I'm going to tap it, drill bit through. I can't believe I did that. I thought that other one would work as a pilot hole. I just wasn't doing the math. So here's this one. I need to clean it up. So the edges are good. Even. Gotta make sure it runs straight. And it's running straight, so that's good. Now, I need to get the piece of wood over. And this. I've already threaded one hole. That's how I was able to learn about what I did wrong. So let's go and put that into... Turn that on. Give that a little bit of oil. And then just nice and slowly. There we go. Make it easier on the drill bit. And that should be perfect size to go and tap my hole in. Just give me a second and I'll set it up and I'll show you guys how to tap the hole. Okay guys, so I've drilled the holes. Like I said, I already got this one threaded. Now I'm going to thread this one. So what I do is I've got my 10mm thread on my drill. This is thick angle iron, so I need to use my drill because I tried to do it by hand and it just took way too long. So I'm also going to put some threading oil on to help thread. And I'm going to use this very slowly and gently to get it going. There you go. And that's how you tap it. And just to confirm that I tapped it and did that, and that's a good way to burn out your cordless drill. So I'm going to use a corded drill next time. But there we go. It's just a little tight. It's got some metal in that in there. There we go. And that's your guide screw done. So next on the list is to put in the self-tapping screws, which I'll do next. Okay, so now I'm ready to put the 3/4 inch self-tapping number 8s in to my knife sharpening guide. So you guys are having a close-up so you can see the pre-drilled holes. And now I'm going to put these ones in. You just got to do it really slow and steady. Really slow and steady because it's really, the metal's really thin and it can break. And yeah, said, like that. Don't worry, I can get that one, I can fix that one. That was just because my balance was off. Let me go grab this. So that broken screw I'll just sand down to make it into a guide. It's just, you gotta be really careful and try to keep good balance while putting these in. So I did those ones, so I'm just gonna move this over here so I can get those other two in. Just give me a second, I'll bring you guys down so you can see it. Okay, there we go. And it's the same thing, you just gotta balance. Make sure your screw's going in straight. And like that one broke. That was my fault. Well, last hole. Let's see how good I can do this one, shall we? I got that one in. Look at that. So, here we go. A knife sharpening guide. I use these to balance my blade on when I sharpen it. And I got the back. I got the holes drilled and threaded. So give me a second. And there we go. They're both on. And that is my knife sharpening guide. I've got other ones that I've done and I've been doing through this whole entire program that I'm just going to finish up. I'll see you guys next. Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you so much for watching my DIY project on how to build a knife sharpening guide. So we're done and it's finished. Hopefully you guys will join me next time on my DIY project channel, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, have yourselves a great day.